Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Alexis. That are pooping right now. You can hear that. So I decided to do my makeup this morning. I haven't done my makeup in like a while. Like it's been a while. About 2 months. Because I've been so busy with mom life. But I decided to do my makeup today. I'm going to be using the Unique Touch hair spray foundation. Um, I don't really like this foundation, but for the convenience, I'm just gonna do it. Take my glasses. So I had my daughter. I was due on September. I'm lying. I was due. I was due on June 16th, and I ended up having her June 24th, which is my boyfriend's mom's birthday. Um, so she got a granddaughter as a birthday present. I feel like that's a really good present. Um, So my daughter was born at 2:59 p.m. She was 6 pounds 14 ounces, 19 and 3/4 long. Um, she came out screaming like, "Where are my parents? I'm tired of looking at these people I don't know, that kind." So she was born, and I actually was in preterm labor. I started the 23rd at about 4 a.m. So I was having contractions every 4 minutes until I had her. Okay, and I was mad because we went to the hospital at 4 o'clock in the morning on the 23rd, and they were like, "Go home because this is preterm labor." And I was like, "No, you said to come in if they were 5 minutes apart, and they are. This yes, we're only 1 centimeter dilated. Go home, come back tomorrow because the 24th was my scheduled induction date since I didn't have her the 16th yet." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." And then went home, having contractions every 4 minutes. I could not rest for nothing. Oh my gosh, I kept waking up in agony, like, oh my gosh, why? And I'm really good at pain, but I was not able, like, the pain, I only got relief when I was sitting on the toilet. So, like, I just kept sitting on the toilet. You're tired of the bathroom, you know what I mean? So, my boyfriend was awake right along with me. And then the 24th at 2:30, I woke up to a contraction. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I went to the bathroom, and then whoosh, my boyfriend ran in there. He's like, what happened? And I was like, my water broke. I think. So we like packed up the dog stuff because we had already packed everything the day before because we thought we were going to the hospital. And we packed up the dog stuff, took them to the sitters. Mind you, I'm having contractions bad, like they were more intense now because my water broke. And I'm sitting there driving to the lady's house, and my boyfriend's booking it, like we're driving fast to the babysitters. She's like, good luck, good luck. I was like, thank you. And then we dropped them off. Um, we went to uh, the hospital, and I'm like, I wasn't here yesterday. My induction date is for today at 6 p.m. But my water broke while I was in the bathroom. And they were like, okay, well, let's check. I'm like, what's there to check? I just told you my water broke. So I had a towel between my legs because like I kept gushing, and I didn't like that. So I was like, I'm gonna put a towel between my legs, and so I showed them the towel, and they were like, oh yeah, it looks like membranes. We'll check, and so they put a speculum in my vagina while I'm contracting to check to see if I'm dilated and to check to see if my water broke. I just told you my water broke. You see the evidence on this towel. Let me come in. And I was like, breathe, Alexis, just breathe. They're like, oh yeah, your water definitely broke. No shit. So by this time it's like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they're like, okay, we'll put you in the labor and delivery room. Get you comfortable. And then so I had a nurse come in. She's like, oh, what's going on? Do you want an epidural? I was like, no. And then 9 o'clock o'clock came, and I'm still contracting every 3 minutes, and I've been up at this point for 27 hours, or probably more. And they're like, so do you want to epidural? And I was like, no, I want to try natural. And they were like, are you sure? You look like you could use it because you're looking like you haven't rested. And I was like, I don't know. So I talked to my boyfriend about it, and he was like, well, it's up to you. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to push this baby out. I need to rest before I have her. So I'm using my Naked Heat palette. Hi, Mama. My daughter's looking at me. So then I was, just, so I was like, let me go ahead and get the epidural because I need to push, and I know that I'm not going to be able to, push if I don't rest. So I was like, let me just go ahead and do it. So I got it against my best wishes. Man, I was so happy for that damn epidural. I talked so much shit about that epidural before. The relief that came over me, oh my gosh, all the pain was gone. I didn't feel no pressure. I was like, oh my gosh, I was able to sleep. And I got the epidural at about 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then they came and checked me at 12 or 11:30 actually. 11:30. They're like, you're 6 centimeters dilated. That's really good, but we need you to put this peanut pillow in between your legs and turn to the side so that you can contract, or so you can dilate more. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So I put the thing in between my legs, and they said just half an hour. And I was like, okay. So I did it, and I was sleeping the whole time I was doing it. I was like, cool, whatever. Because, I had the epidural. I was pain-free. They're like, okay, so I came back at 1:30, 1:15ish, and they're like, okay, let's check you. They're like, oh my gosh, you're 10 centimeters, and they're like, you're awesome, you're ready to push, so let's go ahead and start, and we'll notify the doctor. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm gonna admit, the epidural, yes, I didn't feel pain. I did feel, when I was pushing, I felt pressure. I felt a lot of pressure, and they were like, okay, so Alexis, start pushing. And so I started pushing at 2:10. I started pushing, and they were like, the nurse was like, well, you're not gonna have the baby. At first they told me I wasn't gonna have the baby until supper time, which is like 7 o'clock. And I was like, I don't know, she might come earlier. And she did. She came at 2:59, but it was funny because after around 2:10 is when I started pushing, and then about 2:20. No, not 2:10. I'm sorry. I started pushing at about 2:38ish, and then the nurse was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a little bit before you have this baby. We'll just keep pushing before we call the doctor." And then about 10 minutes into my pushing, probably closer to 18 minutes, 10 to 18 minutes between my pushing, they were like, call the doctor in here, call the doctor in here, where's the doctor, where's the doctor, where's the doctor? And I was like freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And she's like, you need to call the doctor in here, this baby's about to come out, she's like, keep pushing, Alexis. And I was like, okay. So I'm pushing, and they're like, we didn't think you were going to have her so quick. And so she was born at 2:59 p.m. and she was the most beautiful baby girl. She had so much hair, like a lot of hair. I'll attach some pictures too. She was born with so much hair and was crying, screaming, peed on me, all that. And I'm sitting there in disbelief. My boyfriend's sitting there like, I wasn't gonna look. The nurse made him look. He was like, oh my gosh, it was crazy. And I did tear. I needed about 7 to 8 stitches. Like, rotate. Like, they used one long stitch, but they had to sew it 7 times because I had bleeding. My boyfriend was kind of concerned because he said it was a lot of blood, and I was like, um, the doctor assured him it was okay. We stayed in the hospital 3 days because I was Group B strep positive. So baby had to keep baby an extra day to they had to keep baby in an extra day to make sure she was okay, which I was fine with. Our overall experience, we had baby here in town, and the hospital was awesome. The nurses were phenomenal. The food was awesome-tastic. I ate so good when I was there, and I was very happy with my experience there, you know. So, but we had baby girl, and she is 6 weeks old, beautiful as can be, the smartest baby in the world, and I'm not just saying that because she's my kid. She's a fussy little thing, because she likes attention. Yeah, I know. She does love attention. She's hungry right now. I am breastfeeding. I do pump into a bottle for my boyfriend to be able to feed her too, and then when my nipples need a break, I pump because that is fine to do. And we use Dr. Brown's bottles because we found she had a lot of gas with the other bottles. So I'm like, well, I'm not gonna keep having her in pain, and she can use these bottles, because they help better with her gas pains, which they do. But I'm probably gonna feed her and then come back and finish my makeup because she is hungry and she is not letting me do my makeup. So far this is, I don't know if you can see. I don't know where this. Oh, look at that. That foundation's bogus. Let me put some up here. Look at me. I'll come back. Okay, so I had to feed my daughter. Let me continue with my makeup. She's sleeping on me right now, so that's why my voice is kind of hushed. So she did have a little bit of gas issues that we are still kind of dealing with. The doctor told us it's mostly immature gut is basically what it is. So she's still trying to learn how to digest and everything because, beforehand she was just getting all her nutrients through her umbilical cord. But she's been an awesome baby. She started picking her head up a few days after she was born. She is very alert when she's awake. Most of the time she's sleeping. But she's very alert. Tries to hold her head up. We do tummy time. They say you're supposed to do it 3 times a day. I usually do it once a day. I'm not even gonna lie, for like 3 to 5 minutes, because most of the day she's sleeping, and the times that she is awake, I try to talk to her, read to her, stuff like that, because she's still little, so like impressions are everything right now, and I want to make sure that she knows that mommy loves to read and read to her. And her favorite book so far is called Sleep Baby, and we got it at the hospital, so she loves that book. I'm using my lip bar palette really quick for the face powder, and I'll probably put some blush on. But she is awesome. We're still learning her quirks, and she's still learning ours. She has no nonsense about anything. She's like her mama. When she gets mad, my boyfriend says that she looks like me. So I am a mixed race with black and Mexican. My boyfriend is white. Our baby is like the cutest mixture of us. Her skin is like pretty light so far, like a light tan color. Her eyes, she has my eyes, and I think she probably has my eye shape, I ain't even gonna lie. She mostly looks like me. My genes were a little bit more dominant than my boyfriend's, um, which we thought would be the other way around, but it's okay. 'Cause she's beautiful regardless. And her eye color is mine, which is a dark brown, and she has jet black hair, straight hair. Hey, mama. She has jet black hair, and it's straight. Like I said, she has a no nonsense attitude about her. Like, she don't play no games. Like, she's like, I ain't playing with nobody. Nobody better play with me. She's smiling right now because she's sleepy. So life with baby has been an adjustment. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like he and I were ready. So like, I should have put this on before the blush. I don't know what I was thinking. We are doing good, I think, so far. So I feel like we both compromise about a lot, and I feel like we're both really good at knowing what's best for her for our situation. Like, we're not letting anyone other than our parents hold the baby right now, just because of everything going on. And she hasn't had all her shots yet, and I don't want to expose her to anything, just because she is very susceptible to anything right now, because she's still little. So I don't want to, and I don't want to give her anything like, I don't want to expose her to anything. So like, when we go outside or we go to the store, we like automatically just wash our hands, hand sanitize before we even pick the baby up. Before we walk in the house, we're hand sanitizing. Like, it's a real thing, and like, we're just very cautious. Like, in people, a lot of people don't understand that, because they want to see the baby, they and stuff like that. They want to hold her, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but she's our child, and we want to protect her. And if you don't live in this house, I don't know what you have. You know what I mean? You could be sick or something, and I don't want to expose her to anything. So, and I get that babies are kids are gonna be get dirty and stuff like that. I get that, but not a newborn. Just let me care for my kid is basically what I'm trying to say. Like it's okay. Like, she didn't come out of your vagina, she came out of mine. She came out, she's half me, half her daddy, and what we say goes is basically what I'm trying to say. So if we want to wait to have people hold her, then we are obligated to do that. And I'm pretty mellow about a lot of stuff, but with my kid, like, I notice I don't play no games. So like, if people try to go back on what I say, I'm like, no, I said what I said, like, just that, so it's like, I didn't grab my mascara. This is a Ulta Beauty lip gloss that I got that was on clearance. It's the Adventures lip gloss. You know what it smells like? Play-Doh. Like, straight up Play-Doh. She does that noise a lot when she's sleeping, I've noticed. But But yeah, so she is very, she's a pretty chill baby. I mean, you know, she's sorry, she's very alert when she's awake. She's very chill. You know, she only cries when there's something wrong. And when she fusses. I've noticed the past week she's been fussy when she's trying to sleep, like at night, like the big sleep, not the little naps here and there. She'll fall asleep all the time for naps, but then at nighttime she sleeps through the night. By the way, she sleeps through the night, wakes up maybe once at like 3 o'clock in the morning to eat, and then sleeps the rest of the day. So she sleeps from 11:30, 10:30ish. So 10:30ish to 9 a.m. She'll be asleep throughout that whole night. Only wake up once around 3 o'clock to eat and change her diaper, and she sleeps throughout. I've been blessed. We've been blessed. She's like pretty cool about that, which is awesome. Like right now she's sleeping, and we were awake earlier this morning. I was nursing her, and I was reading her some verses out of the Bible, which I just started doing today. I do pray with her every night, but and I read to her every night, but today was the first time that I read a Bible verse when I was nursing. I felt the need to, so I feel like I'm gonna do that every morning. But yeah, she's been pretty cool. I've been good. No postpartum depression. Little baby blues at the beginning, but I was crying about everything. Like my mom was going back to Texas, so I was crying about that. I was crying because I was just overwhelmed with joy. Honestly, I never, like, she didn't cry hysterically for like 2 weeks. So the first few weeks that I was with her, I was just looking at her and just bursting into tears because I just love her so much. Like, she's just been awesome. She's a perfect mixture of my boyfriend and I. So it's like I love her to death. Like, I love her. And so, like, I'll show you guys. Like, she's sleeping. So that is my baby girl. Her name is Charlie Jean, and she is gorgeous and beautiful, and she is my baby girl, and I just love her with all my heart. And yes, I'll be making more videos soon. Again, I forgot my mascara, so my eyes don't look as poppy today, but that's okay. I'll be making more videos now that I kind of got my life a little bit under control. I've been binging a lot with, like, I watched all 8 seasons of Full House after she was born, and I already finished them. Like, and then I'm on Cosby now. I'm watching the Cosby Show on Prime, and I'm already on season 7, and I just started like 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago. I started Cosby. Like, it's crazy right now. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any ideas of videos you want me to do, any products you want me to try, I'll try my best. I go back to work next month, so we'll be able to, I'll be up more in the morning to be able to do more videos. Like right now I'm more kind of lazy, more or less, because I'm off work. So if you have any products you want me to try, anything you want me to review, just let me know, and I will try my best to get to them. So I love you guys, and thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Thank you.